Hello everyone. Today's session is about OpenStack Enterprise File Sync and Share solution, and the focus will be on the Windows client. The OpenStack is running inside an Ubuntu server, inside a virtual machine here, and you can see the dashboard and the IP address for the Ubuntu server and the OpenStack server. There is also a Gladinet Cloud Enterprise server running side by side in the virtual machine next to the Ubuntu server. So we're going to start with creating a new tenant. So a tenant is kind of like a company, the concept of a company. So if in a multi-tenant system here, you can create tenant, right? So the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise comes with two different flavors. One is the multi-use flavor, and one is the single tenant, like enterprise flavor. So we are now going to use the OpenStack Swift as our backend storage for this tenant number 12. So we are pointing that to the local OpenStack Swift address with the keystone authentication. So we are going to be using a new container. So we're going to create a new container called tenant 12. So this whole process is going to take about 30 seconds. So for the video, we're kind of cutting it short. We don't want to wait for the full, 30, 40 seconds here. And now as you can see here from the last row, the tenant was created, right? So now the session is focused on the accessing the OpenStack Swift storage from the Windows client. So now we are going to show the Windows client directly. So the first thing is a login dialog, right? We create the tenant, and then we have the username and password, which is different from the OpenStack username and password. So now it logged in, and as you can see here, the main user interface is a drive. You can start a drive from the system tray, and we can go back to the OpenStack. The session has expired, so we will log in again. So there's tenant 12, which is a container, and then some pictures folder there. And for now, there's nothing in the documents folder. And let's go back to the main user interface on the Windows client. As you can see here, it's a drive ladder. You can change the drive ladder. It doesn't have to be M. You can select another one. So let's open another file manager window on Windows. Let's open the file manager again. So let's make them side by side so we can do some drag and drop. So now we are selecting some local files, and then we will be uploading them to the cloud, right? Uploading them into the OpenStack Swift. As you can see here, I do a drag and drop, and then the upload window is showing up, telling us the progress. So let's go back into the tenant 12 container and then take a look again. And we are uploading things into the documents folder. So let's go and take a look. There are 3 files. Yep. There, you can see on there are 5, 6, 7 now, right? So as the files are uploading into the container, those will show up as well. So you can see the progress. So here's the one of the quick summary. You're going to have a drive ladder representing your account on OpenStack, and then you can do drag and drop and different kind of things, just as if it's a virtual drive on your system here. And you can also get the upload status from the system tray. There's also a management console you can use to see the progress. So here's the first thing you would notice is you are looking at the task manager here. So with the task manager, you can see how the tasks are doing. What's the status when they're uploading, downloading. Those are the tasks in general. You can also select a local folder and then attach that to the cloud. And it's one way of doing a backup, right? So you can just select a folder, and then the folder will be uploaded to the cloud, to the OpenStack Swift. And the benefit of doing so is the folder is directly visible, so it's usable, and also the contents under it will be under version control. So it's in a bi-directional version control. So if you are familiar with tools such as Dropbox, you may be familiar with the concept here, like you select a folder on the local computer, and then the content of it will be synchronized with the cloud, right? And then the interface here allowing you to attach multiple local folders to the cloud, so you don't have to move them all into one single place. So you can keep them in their existing place. So we are focused on the Windows client, but we will be using the web browser client as kind of like a tool to show the contents, right? So we are backing up this Android SDK folder, and then you can see that folder on the cloud interface as well. So as a summary, not only you have a drive ladder to access the files and folders, you also have a quick attach or backup way. You can take your local folder and then attach that to your cloud or backup to your cloud, and then in doing so, it's a bi-directional synchronization folder in between the local computer here and the backend OpenStack Swift storage there. And as I hinted before, you can do multiple folders, so you can select another folder on your local computer here, and then you can attach to the cloud. And you can see the folder that's attached to the cloud has a folder name and then parentheses, and inside the parentheses, that's your local computer's name. So then you would see which folder is from which computer. So that's if we do a refresh, the other folder is going to be showing up as well. And there's some icon overlay to tell you the status of each file and things like that. So basically that's you're going to have a drive ladder, and then inside the drive ladder you're going to see your files and folders, and from the files and folders you also have icon overlay to tell you the status. So now let's go to the web browser to confirm what we are seeing in the Windows client. As you can see here, the HPCS folder is also in the process of being backed up, and then you can see the status is pending sync from local. So it's pending the synchronization. So because we are backing up multiple folders and then multiple upload tasks are running, so the backup of this folder may be queued up behind some other items. So you can see your files and folders in the drive ladder here. You can also continue to work on your local folder, and then those local folder can be attached to the OpenStack Swift, and you can work like that. And you can also do folder drag and drop, right? So it's going to prompt you to say, hey, do you want to have a one-time copy, so once it's copied over, it's in the cloud, or if you want to make a bi-directional link, right? So you have a choice when you do the drag and drop upload. So there's multiple ways for you to migrate your data to the cloud. You can select you want to do like a one-time thing, so everything will be in the cloud and then you work from the cloud, or you can say, hey, I want my local computer to be part of it, so I don't want to migrate, but I want the cloud to be a backup of it. So you can use different ways, two different ways to operate. So as a quick summary, you're going to have for the Windows client, you're going to have a system tray, and in the system tray you can see your drive ladder, or you can see the management console. And then from the management console you can see the versions, you can see the connection status, you can see the upload download speed. You have different other settings. You can control the behavior of the Windows client. There's an audit trace, you can see what the client is doing, so that will be good for troubleshooting purposes. So if you are the first time you're setting up the Windows client with the OpenStack Swift, the SSL certificate and this and that, so there's different kind of things that configuration things that might be checked, need to be checked out. So the audit trace will be coming handy to see what's going on. That's all. Thank you.